I got 3 tips for you as we griddle up this New York strip. And remember, steaks are like husbands, better with a little fat on them. Welcome back, friends. There's 3 main things I messed up on this, and hopefully by going over them you can learn from my mistakes. The first being the size and thickness of this steak. This is a little less than a 1 inch thick. It's easier to get the crust on the outside and the medium rare inside if it's a bigger, thicker steak. Close to about 1.5 inches would be my recommendation. We'll pat the steak down and get it dry with some paper towels. Then we'll put it on the wire rack and generously salt and pepper that thing. We will crush up 2 very large cloves of garlic. Feel like I'm Van Helsing now. Got some herbs. This is the poultry blend, which is rosemary, thyme, and sage. We aren't using the sage, just the other 2. I also realize this isn't poultry. This is my 2-in-1 ThermoPro infrared and probe thermometer. We're at about 425, but this is the second mistake. I should have gotten it closer to 500. I just rushed it because it was like 20 degrees and I live in Ohio. That's my fault for living here. Use the fatty side of the steak rather than oil, and I did this because I forgot to bring out the oil. But look, this is a good tip. Not everybody knows you can do this, so boom, bonus tip. Let it cook for about 4 minutes, then flip. You can see we didn't get the sear we quite wanted. That's okay. We're going to flip it again after another 4 minutes. Then we'll flip it one last time for a total of 3 flips in 10 minutes. And we got a pretty good crust on this thing, but again, I think it would have been better at 500 degrees. Check our temp using the probe feature of the ThermoPro. That's the second feature, hence 2-in-1. Also, I really think this is like the best thermometer for griddle owners because of the infrared and the probe. And they're giving 20% off to all my viewers, so there's a link in the description if you want one. Save some money for more important things, like more steak. We're at 125, so I cut the heat, grabbed the butter, which brings me to my third mistake I made. There wasn't enough butter. I'm embarrassed to say it out loud. I used 2 tablespoons, but I should have channeled my inner Paula Deen and used like 3 or 4 tablespoons because it wasn't enough to baste it like I wanted. You can see from a previous video that I had plenty of butter with this steak, and I just kept basting it like a nice little butter bath for this steak, and it's just, oh, that's the way to do it, folks. Don't be shy with the butter. Take it inside, let it rest for 10 minutes before cutting. I still got what I wanted, which was a medium to medium rare steak, but next time I'm going to get a steak that's like thicker than a jar of peanut butter in a snowstorm. I'm going to get my griddle super hot around 500 degrees, and we're going to get a Paula Deen amount of butter. I hope this was helpful for you. If you want more recipes and tips, I send them out every weekend in my newsletter. You can also sign up for that in the description. Thanks for watching. Keep on griddling, friends.